Happy birthdays as well. You always find the latest courtyard permanent solution. Out of the box.
Hello and welcome to Radio Waves by Todderbert. If you enjoy reviews, comparisons, band scans of new and classic portable radios, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of my most excellent videos. In front of us, with the Raddy ATS200. This is an AM FM stereo long wave airband, shortwave single sideband portable radio with Bluetooth send. I love it. During this video, I'll perform a daytime medium wave band scan using the Terk Advantage Passive Loop directly connected to this radio. This needs it, and it's pretty awesome, so we'll see how it goes. First we'll go over features, second I'll do a size comparison, and third I'll start cruising the daytime band. So here it is, the ATS200. I think it was an ATS120 at one time, and it's upgraded. This thing's cool. It is controlled by a little mini microcontroller, something like this. This is a little, I don't think it's the exact same one that's in the radio, but very similar. I believe this is this one, the ESP32. So that's probably what's in the radio because this has Bluetooth, and this does, and it says Wi-Fi, and so does this. And of course, it's Type C, and this is Type C. It'd be cool if it was the same chip or not, but very cool. That's controlling this radio, the DSP inside, so very awesome. Yeah, if you saw the review, you'll know everything about it. And I'll try to attach the review here. That's a long video, but this is going to be fun here too as well. I wanted to do this dedicated band scan with this radio. So, features of the ATS200 is pretty awesome. Aluminum body, loving that. Very nice. You got 3 buttons on the front here. Power, flashlight. It's got a little LED flashlight on here you can turn on. A long press turn the radio on here. Down here we have some function buttons. This one here allows you to turn on the low noise amplification. I will try with the passive loop, but I don't know if we'll have luck with that or not. It works well with the whip antenna when using medium wave because there's no ferrite bar in here. So you have to use the whip, and you can use LNA option here to help boost the gain. Now it also has a touchscreen lockout and the rotary lockout as well on this button. Over here it's just a simple Bluetooth cancellation if you're trying to reconnect to something else besides, say, a Bluetooth speaker and you want to switch to Bluetooth headphones. You would use that button. We got a little speaker there. I think it's 40 millimeters. It's not huge, 1.5 inches. It is what it is. We got a whip antenna up here on top, 28 inches. The screen here is a color LCD, which is 2.4 inches. Gotta love that. And you're gonna see a bunch of options when I turn the radio on. So on top here, we have our headphone jack for FM stereo listening. We have our Type C input for charging, and of course updating the radio because it does have that microcontroller in there. Our rotary knob is notched, and it has a push down function for changing volume, squelch control. It has a browse, like if you double press fast, but I don't like using it. It's a pain. LED charge light, nice. It looks like you can take the radio apart to get to the battery. It's got a 1700 milliamp hour internal lithium that you're able to change. Now on the bottom here, it shows you can use a wire antenna for shortwave and a ferrite rod for the medium wave. Now I've noticed I've hooked up the little one from a PL-330. This doesn't work very well. I tried it. It's not tuned well. It just doesn't work fantastic. I also did the Raddy. Let me see if I got one handy here. Yeah, this bigger one from Raddy's RF919 flagship. I think you can buy it separate. This works well, but it has a lot of birdie tones generated, so I get a lot of tones on stations. So this doesn't eliminate it, kind of amplifies it, but it does work if you're trying to go more portable. This is not a bad option to have. It works better than the little dude and the whip. So we'll leave that off there for now because we're going to use a Terk Advantage Passive Loop. Any passive loop will work in this case as long as you can direct connect it. Direct connections make it amazing. And we'll do that here in a second. I'll show you when I hook that up. But let's do a quick size comparison before... Well, actually, you know what? Let's turn it on. Let's do a quick overview. Yeah, it's got a boot mode here. And of course, we're greeted with BFO option, not engaged. Attenuation is on at 4. It's got different values you can set manually. We're AM band. Our bandwidth is 3 kilohertz. We're on the medium wave band, and we're stepping as 10 kilohertz. Frequency, of course, signal strength indicator, our volume, our battery life, and of course some various buttons taking us to different things like steps, direct enter frequencies. It comes with a numeric keypad. This is a touch screen, which is really nice. You can turn on AGC. When it's on, it takes away the manual attenuation. Since I have manual attenuation, it turns the AGC off, so it kind of works back and forth. Mode, you're able to go upper sideband, lower sideband on medium wave. So some people want to know that. Yes, you can with this radio. You can mute it. We get the volume. We have an X button. Up and down browsing, not fun to use. Scan, it's okay. Maybe on shortwave. Set up for doing different things in the menu. Again, look at the review video. We got squelch function, lights to change the backlight here. Retro, not a thing. I wouldn't mess with it. RDS, it needs to be updated with this radio. Info, memory is important. You get 75 presets. Those work really well with medium wave and FM, setting it, and shortwave. The only problem you have is naming them. It's a really hassle. So, but anyway, we'll do that. So let's do a quick size comparison, and we'll plug this to the loop and start tuning this radio. It's a lot of fun. So for size comparison, I always like to bring out a few radios. We got CC Pocket. That's pretty awesome. This is a pretty portable little guy. You know, a lot of people like this ATS200. And there's a reason, because it's a very portable radio and it works really well single sideband. I was able to pick up quite a bit with just the whip only. I was picking up CW, I was picking up ham radios, just everything. So it's a great radio for that. I enjoy it. You see Skywave in the house. There you go. These are almost equal in price. This one might be a little bit more depending on where you buy it, or less. So, and then of course we have a deck of cards. Iron Man, he's the man with the master plan. He loves radios with microcontrollers, man. He's Iron Man. Yeah, these are pretty cool radios. I have the ATS20 Plus as well. I haven't reviewed that radio yet. It's just a lot to it, but it's cheap. It's like $30, and you can listen to single sideband with that. It's just there's no presets. It's not as fancy of a screen, but it's still a fun little radio. I like it. So, but there you go, Iron Man, and the $20 test. There's a $20 bill. Okay. All right, so let's hook up the passive loop and start tuning away. So I got this Terk Advantage. All right, so we are going to hook it up. I'm tuned at the bottom of the band with this because you got to use the knob all the time when you're using the loop. It's going to be our main. So you have to move the loop versus moving the radio. So I'll probably move the radio off to this side, and you'll see me turning the loop. And it may be off camera too as well, so there's going to be that happening. So let's go ahead and hook this up. Yeah, rock on. So this is going to go right in the bottom here. And it's going to disengage the whip and use this instead, which is fantastic. So let's go ahead and unmute and start our fun. All right, gotta hit mute. Of course, press down here for volume. Okay, starting to browse. I knew that was going to happen. So now the stepping's wrong. What in the heck? See, that's why that browse isn't horrible. So we have to go to step. We have to change to 1 kilohertz. Go back to where we had it, and then go back to 10. Yeah, it's a hassle. But hopefully the firmware updates will take care of that. All right, so let's go ahead and tune. First station. Okay, 540. We should be able to pick this up with the loop. Turning it to the north. So you're turning the edge of the loop towards the broadcasting station. And then we have the tuning to tune the station in. There we go.
I agree with you, and I also, it is remarkably telling to me that it seems to be the women are the ones who are stepping up and speaking out, and not the men, who could do that too, and they could.
Our bandwidth options?
They could get on camera. They could do what Liz Cheney has done, and we don't hear from them.
Well,
Perfect.
Adam Kinzinger and Dick Cheney both supported her. I mean,
So yeah, that was WUK Jackson, Wisconsin to the north. Awesome. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, probably should know this. Time it is. It's 10:42 a.m. or 10:43 a.m. Central Daylight Time under Chicago, Illinois, USA, and it's about 4 hours after sunrise, and we are in the fall of 2024. So let's go ahead and keep tuning.
Dovetail can simplify your...
I want to move the radio. It doesn't matter.
If you have high blood pressure. Listen to this story. Ira was given a grim diagnosis about his blood pressure. His doctor warned it's sky high. If he didn't get it down in 3 weeks,
It's a strong
he
station.
was going to need surgery. So Ira began exercising.
So we can turn on the LNA with this button here, which is a low noise amplifier. Let's see if it does anything with the gain.
Consulting with a nutritionist friend, Ira concocted a juice from foods that work like
Touch lock.
natural blood
I
pressure
think it's double
medicines.
tap.
2 weeks later, his blood pressure dropped
There it is.
30 points.
And we did get
What
quite a
helped
bit of gain.
Ira's life, amazed his doctor, is now available to you.
Nice.
Ira and his nutritionist founded 120 Life, a delicious juice.
So 560 WND Chicago. Hopefully get through this band scan. Let's go to the next station here.
Of your optimal function with your day-to-day life. So you can get the most out of your work or your athletic pursuit or, your relationships. Again, as Emily talked about, those conversations can be best.
So here's 580. This is WILL, Urbana, Illinois. NPR station, 150 miles to the southeast. Coming in pretty good.
These early starts for our kids. States have tried to pass laws for later starts, but the middle schoolers have to be home to watch the younger kids, so they can't push back the start times.
There's my direct connection. This is 590. Barely coming in. WKZO, Kalamazoo, Michigan. I could play with the bandwidth, but we'll be here all day and I'll run out of time. But it's coming in. 195 miles to the east. I got the loop pointed east. The edge of it, so cool. Okay, that's 600. This is WMT, Cedar Rapids, Iowa, 175 miles to the west. Again, using the loop, I'm actually tuning it with my left hand. I keep trying to get that. I'm watching that signal strength indicator here to help me out. So, okay, let's keep going. We just said it. Sweet.
On the campus of Johnson Controls in Glendale, they're actually huge in the automotive battery market. They say they have the largest market share in the world, not just the U.S. So, and they are a $10 billion annual revenue company.
Here's 620 WTMJ, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I think I had it pointed a little bit in the wrong direction, but we'll adjust it.
Yeah, they're as much as they are big, and I mean they still sell lead acid batteries. And it turns out that their batteries are required even in EVs.
Sentences without the possibility of parole. And finally, Ice Cube is setting light about the next Friday appearance on $1 Million Worth of Game podcast. The said that the Friday franchise is coming back. He said the new movie is going to be funny and
640 WMFN, Peatone, Illinois. Oops.
Received the go-ahead from Warner Brothers to make another.
He, I think, has handled this well, though. Just the whole thing. He's done as well a job as any child star, if you will, because he is a child star, has done in just kind of letting everything.
So here's 670 the score, WCR Chicago. You can pick it up with the whip, no problem. It won't be in the green like that, but we're getting some solid strength here and a little bit of overdrive from this loop and the LNA enabled. So you can use the attenuator to kind of bring it down a little bit. If it's a little too distorted or a little too strong, that'll help.
Superstar LeBron James. And Bronny, by proxy, is also famous.
If you want to work with a lender who'll always look out for your financial best interest, call Team Hochberg now, 855-563-2843, or visit 56david.com. Tune into Homes and Homes Chicago, hosted by me Saturdays after House Smarts at 10. Lower.com, Equal Housing Lender, MLS 11.
So here we are, WGN Chicago on 720. Coming in, yeah, of course, strong, because it's one of the strongest stations out there.
I can almost see my breath. My furnace takes too long to heat. I'm upset. Good news.
Okay, we got music on 750 WNDZ, Portage, Indiana.
And I really do stuff. This is.
Sponsored by Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric. Save up to $4,000 on furnaces and comfort systems for Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing.
WBBM News Radio out of Chicago. Pretty awesome because they have old time radio, 12 a.m. to 1 a.m. Central Standard Time or Central Daylight Time, depending. And yeah, really cool if you could tune it in from your area. You know, people in New York pick up WBBM, which is pretty awesome.
Sunshine, a high of 64. Tonight, clear, chilly, lows ranging from 34 and some.
It's a little quicker here.
For something bigger than we are looking for you. The big-hearted, the black to enlighten, the teachers, the growers, the builders, the skilled, the sharers, the change makers. We need you. We are the Peace Corps. In more than 60 countries, we go all in and all out. We are volunteers.
So I was getting a lot of gain using LNA. So I turned the LNA off, and it sounds better with the loop here tuning it. So I'm going to leave it off. Sounds great. Okay, so yeah, let's keep going. This is WCPT, Willow Springs, Illinois.
Sustainable farming in the Philippines.
So we can't pick up this low power station. Just barely. This is probably where the LNA will come in handy. Oops. Okay. That's hard to double tap. Alright, let's go ahead and keep scrolling through here. We're picking up these slants thing. It's 200 miles to the east here. Okay, we'll keep going.
All right. Just kidding. I'll get you a glass of wine. I think that might be better. Maria, thank you so much for the fun call.
You're listening to The Chris Plant Show. The Big 89, WLS.
That's cool. So you got WLS Chicago, you got the Big 89. Haven't heard him say that in a while. That's cool. Tells you how much I listen to 890. They probably say it all the time, right? Yeah.
Something high quality or something that saves you money. But if you could get...
Speaker sounds pretty good with the setup. Nice. Okay, we're picking up a station here, 920 to OKY, the Big Badger, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Point this to the north. Tune it.
Why would you put it in a drawer? How is that possible?
It's right there by the spatula. Where do you think I was going to put it?
It's not easy doing the tap. That's not.
Mobile does that. So they're
Where am I
pro-life.
supposed to get it?
They're pro-life. They're Catholic. They donate money every month to pro-life.
Okay, so the next station here is 930 WKBM, Sandwich, Illinois, Relevant Radio. Yeah, so selectivity is really good with the loop. It's really nice on the dial. I like it. So you can really dial it in. So,
You know, if you want to get away from them, they ding you. Charity Mobile doesn't do that. So you're not on a contract.
The problem here is this guy's story does not add up. If you were close enough to get the number, you were close to say, hey, how's it going? But that's the thing.
this is 940 FAW, Fort Atkinson, Wisconsin. Some people are going to mention using the rod antenna with the passive loop. That'd probably work really well too. I haven't tried that, but I figured this would be a cool thing that I think people would be doing at home, messing with this radio. This is just a convenient setup. You don't have to move the radio at all. You just move the one item. So that is fun. It is a cool thing. So, all right.
This guy might not have been trying to be a creep or come off as one.
Amazing. That's rad, man. They don't say rad anymore, I guess. How about Mary in Sarasota? Good morning, Mary.
So this is WNTD Chicago, Relevant Radio, sister station to 930 WKBM.
No problem. We're here.
You know, faster development of weight gain, of cancer growth, of behavioral disorders. You could link it to anything.
So I'm going quicker here. 970. This is WHA, Madison, Wisconsin, about 72 miles northwest. Nice. It's coming in good. Again, tuning the purple knob here trying to keep us in the frequency that we need to be in. Very cool. These are a great investment. Like, I think this is like $49. Pick it up on Amazon. I'll have links below. I always do for this one. I love doing these band scans. All right, keep going.
In different people.
Dr. Perel, briefly, when we talk about sleep disorders, things like sleep apnea.
The one. As a facility technician installing a new welding station, he knows getting the ventilation right is critical for safety. That's why when questions arise, there's Granger. Granger offers detailed technical product information online at his fingertips.
1000 WMVP Chicago, ESPN radio, pointing the radio to the southeast where Chicago is for me. Very cool.
Call, click Granger.com, or just stop by. Spieprznie.
Polish Roman Catholic Union of America, PRCUA Life, to bezpieczna przyszłość finansowa dla Ciebie i Twojej rodziny. Dołącz do...
1030 is a real strong station, as you can tell there. This is WNVR, Vernon Hills, Illinois. All right.
PRCUA Life korzystasz z dodatkowych benefitów.
I want to go to a Buc-ee's truck stop. I haven't been on long distance in a while. I'll go on a trip every now and then.
Have you ever been to one?
I have not been to a Buc-ee's.
Really?
But
That's
I know that they've been looking at opening
Here's 1050. This is WLIP, Kenosha, Wisconsin.
or something. So we're both Buc-ee's virgins. Yep.
People love
Table time, and we love having him on a Wednesday. Once again, his favorite spot to go take his lassies when he's at the Berkshire Downs racetrack. Oh man, what a great spot! What a great time! What a great segment!
Honey, here's your flowers and your Exactabox.
We might be getting some bleed over from 1080, but this is 1070, WTSO, Madison, Wisconsin. I didn't try a 1060. Should try that really quick. Motown and more. Did you hear that? WHFB. We got the call letters. The Benton Harbor, Michigan, 95 miles to the east. Very cool. I love it. It was a lot of fun. This band scan is going to run a little longer than I think.
Playbook in your hands, so you can...
Wyciąganie dokumentów z sądów i urzędów w Polsce. Odrzucanie spadków, poświadczenia i pełnomocnictwa. Telefon 312 224 2.
WNWI Oak Lawn, Illinois, and of course Brother Stare recordings are on here as well. Surprises me sometimes, like, what's going on? Lovely. Fun stuff.
Gracias porque este año está por concluir. Vamos a ver la gloria de Dios manifestada en la generosidad. Y le pedimos a María, nuestra Madre, que venga con nosotros al caminar y le decimos...
Okay, so 1110 is WXCS Chicago.
Hit in addition to the Ghostbusters theme, it was called The Other Woman, which he says was not a bad song.
Okay, here's pointing to the north here, WISN, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Pretty easy to get. Right wing station. All right, cool.
We have had, boy, oh boy.
Because you care. All the talks we've had over the years, including what you've told me about not using alcohol and other drugs, they stick with me. And believe it or not, they really do make a difference.
So Hope for Your Life Christian Radio, WYLL, out of Chicago. Always comes in nice and clear. It's in the green. Using this without turning on LNA. Again, LNA is pretty good for those faint signals, but not required here. And again, you use LNA if you're using just the whip, especially outdoors, or you have a wire hooked up to the whip. That's nice, but just not directional. The nice thing about using this passive loop is that I can direct it. I'm able to tune it in better. The selectivity goes way up, and I get the stations I want to hear.
Jesus said,
In this world, you...
There's a station there.
of Americans have already voted, and the election is still 2 weeks away. In Georgia, they've had nearly 2 million people cast ballots already. Secretary of State Brad...
Usually I say the squirrel's at my radio, but it's not. This is the WSQR, Sycamore, Illinois, College Town on 1180 here. Yeah, there's usually music playing. It's a pretty cool station. You guys who watch my channel know I'm into it.
You can conclusively find 20.
Llámanos. Teléfono en cabina 1833.
Man, this setup is awesome. I'm enjoying this, guys. 1200 WRTO Chicago. Whenever I can hook up a passive loop directly to a radio, especially something like this, this is just a lot of fun. And you know what is even better? I'll show you. I don't have any time for this, but we'll do it anyway.
1200 AM, Chicago, UDN Radio. Vivimos tu pasión. Esta es una estación de Latino Media Network. Como
Necesitamos el reporte ya mismo.
tú te mereces una modelo. Si no bajas los brazos al escuchar... ¡Dos más!
Connect.
El sabor refrescante de esta lager dorada. Y si no te rindes al oír... Tú te mereces esta cerveza elaborada para aquellos con un espíritu luchador. Modelo, la marca de los luchadores.
Bluetooth send. Does that sound cool? I love it. A lot of bass now. Not so tinny anymore. And you can do it with the shortwave, the single sideband, and you have your external speaker. You can be outdoors with this because this is portable. You know, I love my little Foz power for using external for auxiliary in or Bluetooth. Yeah, this is great. This Bluetooth send is amazing.
Exacto. Stop spraying y comienza a borrar. Limpia con más magia que nunca. Siempre dejaban sus con el nuevo borrador con mi Magic Eraser que combina el poder el poder limpiador de Down. Todos los desastres difíciles se disuelven al contacto. Stop spraying y comienza a borrar. Limpia con más magia que nunca con el nuevo Mr. Clean Ultra Foaming Magic Eraser.
Okay, I'm not sure if I'm getting interference from this setup, but we'll see. WKRS, Waukegan, Illinois. I know I tested with shortwave and FM, it sounded fantastic, but might be picking up a little bit of interference, so we'll keep trying, and then if not, I'll disconnect it.
Indiana's 2020 Teacher of the Year filed a lawsuit challenging the new law that requires the Ten Commandments to be displayed in public school classrooms there starting in January. Now it's down 280. This is CBS News.
Sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Looking for...
So this is 1230. This is WCLO, Janesville, Wisconsin. Yeah, it doesn't seem to really be a factor. It must have just been that one station.
A good price compared to others in the area? Are prices going up or down? If I don't make an offer right this very moment, will I miss my chance? These are just some of the questions that home buyers...
That tone you're hearing, that's just a crappy station. They have like something wrong with their broadcasting transformer or something. WSBC Chicago on 1240. It's been like that for quite a while. Get some hum. Yeah, just pick up a little bit of EKZ, WEKZ, Monroe, Wisconsin, 60 miles away. Usually a hard one to tune in. I can control the volume. I forgot I can control the volume on my Bluetooth speaker if I want. Alright, what we'll do is we'll just turn the Bluetooth off. There you can hear the music. So yeah, now we're back to Tinny Man. That's why you get yourself just a nice sounding speaker. Now I think they still sell these on Raddy's website. Not the Foz Power, but under a different label. You can check it out to see if they do. I love that thing. I use it all the time for an auxiliary speaker. All right, we'll try to get through this. Yeah, Monroe, Wisconsin. A little bit of a tone there. Now you could probably tune that out with using bandwidth, but WBIG, Aurora, Illinois. Oh, WZTI is coming in. Can't hover on it, but it's Fonz FM, WZTI, Greenfield, Wisconsin. Yeah, to the north, it's really hard to pick up. Usually I need a 200mm ferrite radio to pick it up nicely, like my Panasonic RF2200. Good song. I barely hear it, but...
Dominating all-new Toyota Tacoma at Smart Toyota. Tacoma with standard I-Force 2.4 turbocharged engine is built for the challenges ahead. Better on every level.
1310 is WIBA, Madison, Wisconsin.
Sunday, the Packers battled the Jaguars in Jackson.
Oh, I keep turning the radio. Don't have to turn the radio.
Online at WLBKradio.com. This is DeKalb County's first radio station.
Shake your body, baby, do that conga. No, you can't control yourself.
There you go. Some music on 1360 WLBK. You did give the call letters. I don't know if you caught it. DeKalb, Illinois, DeKalb County, and of course, home of NIU. So I forget what their mascot is. Yeah, don't kill me. I never went to that school. Huskies? I think it's the Huskies. I might be wrong, but I should be right. So my wife went there. 1380 WBEL, South Beloit, Illinois. More music. It's coming in good. Yeah, I just can't hover on it. I want to, though.
You can make our website a favorite, so it can always be there when you are ready to.
1390 is Gospel Radio out of Chicago, WGRB.
That is version 1390.
I missed it. WRGN, Racine, Wisconsin. Got music going. Oh man, I gotta pick it up here. End this soon. That's coming in good.
Some great content here on Out to Lunch, and also be able to recognize authors, especially authors who
1410 is WRMN, Elgin, Illinois.
writing some books here as well. I was directed by
Right now and make sure that
I keep turning the radio. It's just a habit. I don't have to turn the radio, guys. You know that.
your vote being cast early. And there are data, substantial amounts of data out there.
1440 WROK, Rockford, Illinois.
Have the lead. That's
Y Terco lo ha seguido haciendo. De esa manera no tienen disciplina para hacerlo. Entonces,
WRLL, Cicero, Illinois. The Real.
las cosas van a seguir igual.
making new music means creation. It means life. New genuine country. Now on Iron Country.
Cool. Iron Country, 1490 WGEZ, Beloit, Wisconsin. I get them all over here. I love these stations. Huh. Picking up some rock here on WPJX, Zion, Illinois. Typically don't be able to pick this up. It's nice. Cool. People like Ozzy, AC/DC, all the good stuff too. Go a little quicker here. Let's finish this up. Let's go to the top here. Watertown. Let's see if we can pick that up. Okay, I'm not sure what we're hearing there. Some kind of interesting ethnic music. WCGO, Evanston, Illinois, to the east. WSJP, Sussex, Wisconsin, Relevant Radio.
6 years. Okay.
1670, The Zone. Not coming in super great. Madison, Wisconsin, Northwest, 72 miles.
That is, they're a couple of weeks away from the bye week. They got Jack.
Okay, so that's 1690 WBON Chicago. We're done. So let's power this off here. Very cool. ATS200. Hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a like if you did. If you like the setup, ATS200 hooked up to the Terk Advantage Passive Loop with just a simple TS cable. People wonder, a lot of times the passive loops will come with this wire. If it doesn't, it's a simple patch cable for, say, a rack mount system for audio. Yeah, European rack, Euro rack. That's all it is. Simple TS connector, male to male. That's all you need. Will work for most all these radios. I love it. Direct connect. Now this works with the PL-330, your Tecsun. That's awesome as well. So yeah, if you're wondering, that's a great radio. This has air. This has single sideband as well. And it's microcontrolled, so it can do quite a bit. It's a very interesting radio, especially the profile and the Bluetooth send. Having that Bluetooth send is really nice, especially on medium wave. It was working good. Very impressive. So yeah, glad you guys enjoyed this. There you go, ATS200. If you want to see more, subscribe to the bell icon, get notified of future band scans. I'm going to try to do an evening one, and then I'm going to do a, if it hasn't been released already, a shortwave band scan. See if we can pick up some ham radio activity. I was picking up quite a bit just by messing around with this thing. So I have a lot of fun with this on single sideband. That's where it's at. I'm letting you know, definitely. And of course, 3, comment down below. What do you think about this ATS200? What do you think about microcontroller type radios in general? Do you like them? I mean, this has a DSP controlled by that microprocessor, as you saw. It is pretty neat stuff. I love this tech because if you know how to program, you can actually change and alter different things, like the way it's displayed, what frequencies it searches. You can do quite a bit. You can really hack in it and have some fun. It doesn't take much to learn either. So if you're wondering, you start out with your Arduino programming. You can definitely go from there because Arduino is a really good foundation. So if you guys are getting started, and then you can apply it to these radios, which I think is fantastic. I'm glad they went this route. Very cool. Indeed. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. And we'll see you in my next awesome video.